Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about whether the Jags should pursue Eagles tight end Zach Ertz. But before we get into it, as always, if you want to support the channel, hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon if you want updates on the latest content. Okay, so Zach Ertz, should we go after him? This whole thing started after the Jaguars cut our only productive tight end in the offseason, Tyler Eifert. This was a bad move.
Idiot!
Why? Right? What was the reason for doing this? Made no sense. He, I think, was going to be paid a $5 million extension, which is not a lot of money. And now we have a problem. We need a tight end. We need a number one tight end, and we don't have one. He had a pretty decent season in 2020 when you look at kind of what we were working with in terms of an inconsistent quarterback situation with Gardner Minshew getting hurt, and then Mike Glennon, who was in there, who wasn't good at all, and then Jake Witten, who was not very good either. I mean, when you look at his stats here, Eifert had 36 receptions, 349 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, not a lot of touchdowns, but again, that was because we did not have somebody or a stable quarterback situation with Gardner Minshew's injury. And then, I mean, you can also kind of throw it up there in the air that we were tanking, going 1-15 to get the number one pick, Trevor Lawrence. So a lot of kind of factors there. I don't think you can blame Gardner Minshew for this per se.
Just heart and balls, man. Heart and balls.
I think he wanted to win, but hey, man, he's a team player, and he got us there, and we got Trevor Lawrence. So, anyways, we have James O'Shaughnessy, he's been okay. He had some injuries in 2019. I think that would have been a breakout season for him. In 2020, he was okay. He had a decent season, played most of the season. But, you know, you have Chris Manhertz, who, I think the guy has not very many catches. Then you have Luke Farrell, who we drafted from Ohio State. He's going to be kind of a project, not much experience there. Tyler Davis, who we drafted from Georgia Tech in the 2020 draft, didn't see much playing time. And then you have Ben Elifison, not much there, not much production there. And then you have Tebow. That's kind of an interesting situation there. He's been out of the league for a while, and then is returning, playing a position that he really hasn't even played before. So it's definitely going to be a position to watch out for this season. But, you know, I think if you need some consistency there, we really need a number one tight end, I think Zach Ertz is definitely the guy to go after. I think let's go over the pros and cons. Pros, I mean, great stats. He has been a very productive tight end in Philly. But he has had some injury trouble, especially last season. I mean, you have that. I think he's 30. He's 33. So, you know, he's getting up there, but I think with Trevor Lawrence or Gardner Minshew, he's going to be I think, in my opinion, a good number one tight end. He's kind of, he's a bigger guy. I mean, he's 265, I think. So I don't know if you're going to get the speed there. But, you know, I definitely think he's going to beef up the tight end room. it really just depends. I mean, I could see it being like Ertz, Zach Ertz, O'Shaughnessy, and then maybe Manhurts or maybe Tebow. I don't see Elefison or Davis making the team, but who knows, right? I do not have a crystal ball, but you look at the situation with Ertz in Philly. It's definitely not a good one. He is gonna. Looks like he's gonna hold out, or they're gonna cut him. So I think it's a perfect opportunity. I wouldn't trade for Ertz, honestly. I mean, if they needed to, I wouldn't give up anything. I wouldn't give up a third or a fourth. I don't know. It just seems too much. I mean, I just don't want to give away too much draft capital for Zach Ertz, who honestly, who knows how many years left he has in his career. So I would just honestly wait it out. I would see if I think there's a good chance that the Eagles may cut or release Zach Ertz, and then we can end up picking him up in free agency. Maybe not having to give up draft picks to acquire him. I think we'd have to pick up. We'd have to pick up about $8.5 million of his contract. Is that worth it? Or if we trade for him, I don't think so. I mean, if he gets released, maybe we can negotiate with him. Maybe we can get that number down and not spend as much. But I think that's the route we should take. I think we should just wait till he gets released. I don't think it's worth trading Gardner Minshew for him. I mean, that's another option, or I don't know. I think we need to hold on to as many weapons as we can, and I just think we'd be losing a lot if we traded Gardner Minshew. That's been kind of up in the air. It's something that I spoke about, or a topic that I spoke about with Jacksonville Jaguars YouTuber Jagganoff, but I don't know. I kind of second guessed it a little bit, or thought twice about it. And I think let's just wait it out. Let's wait for him to get into the free agency market. Or, another option also is that we could get Hayden Hurst from Atlanta. So a lot of options, a lot of possibilities. But let me know how you feel about the Zach Ertz situation, if we should pick him up or not, yay or nay. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Let me know how you feel. Come by Apple Podcasts. Leave me a review and some feedback. It always helps me when I put these episodes together. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time. Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.